Here we are. We waited a long time for this. When we find out JUJUTSU Kaisen Zero was coming out in Japan, I was trying to find the internet of any way I could watch it. I was unsuccessful.
But we did find it.
And here we are. That was the first time I went to the movies.
Went to a physical theater.
Since before the world started to go like this.
Right.
That
I liked it. It was enjoyable going.
Like, son of a bitch.
For sure.
This is a movie theater. And JUJUTSU Kaisen Zero did not disappoint me. This movie gave you so much background into the characters that we introduced in season 1.
Everybody but Yuji.
The relationship between Geto and Gojo
Yeah, man.
had a lot in there that you had to dissect.
We're going to do our best to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard.
We're going to be dancing around this minefield.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to... We're just going to... Sorry. It'll happen.
Yeah, we can't promise we're not going to spoil anything. We do recommend watching the movie before you watch this, just to make sure that we're good.
Yes.
But we're going to try our best to just talk in general senses and not get into the nitty-gritty of actual
I think that's the best way to put it. We learned, like you said, Gojo and Geto, we learned about their relationship, where they started, how they got to where they are.
And doesn't it provide so much context for season 1? Like, I want to go watch season 1 again, knowing what I know.
Hell, I want to watch the movie again.
Yeah. Okay. Except you have to pay for it this time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a couple times I wanted to rewind and watch like the last 30 seconds again, just because I wanted to make sure I got what was...
Right.
Because I was trying to pay attention. It was. This movie revolves around Yuta and his special... This movie revolves around the main character of Yuta and his special grade curse, Rika.
Yeah, which I thought was cool.
The story between when they were growing up together in a children's hospital, which is where they met. And
I didn't get that. I did. Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't understand.
Do you remember when he was walking with his...
Yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know that's where they met. I didn't get that. But now that you're saying that, I definitely replaying it. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, and they had a bond from a very young age, and I guess they were
like a weird engagement bond.
Friend.
Yeah, they were 10.
They were like, and I think it started telling the story of them even younger than that.
I think so. Yeah.
When they first met, they must have been 5, 6 years old.
I'm guessing.
So, and I get the sense that Yuta is the exact opposite of Yuji. You know, Yuji is just, he's like forward. He's like an extrovert. He's like talks to everybody. He wants to be everybody's friend.
But you see similarities with him.
Oh, definitely. But Yuta's personality,
he
wants to be your friend, but he's afraid to get too close to anyone.
And rightfully so, I think.
And I see a potential love interest that I am excited about moving forward into season 2 of JUJUTSU Kaisen, because where the movie leaves off gives you an indication of where season 2 is going.
Do you think Yuta's going to be in season 2?
I don't think it's even a question that Yuta's.
This was our introduction to him
to
get us prepped for season 2, which we have to wait till 2023.
Yeah.
But
hey, Studio Map is putting a lot of stuff out. When are they expected to make this? First of all, the animation. Can we talk about like the actual part of the movie here that we can not spoil?
Yeah.
The animation was fantastic.
Oh, I loved it.
It was so fluid in the way that everyone was moving on screen. I think they threw some CGI in some scenes.
I think so.
They sprinkled it in. It wasn't
I
something
think you
that
have to with that.
It was deliberate and it wasn't overused, I don't think.
It brought a lot of, watching this movie the whole time. Who's going to win in a sword fight? Yuta or Tanjiro? I don't know. Toe-to-toe, max power.
Yeah.
That would be a good fight to see.
It would be a good fight.
Now, I know in our other review when we did Demon Slayer 2, I think, now you put movie to movie.
Okay, so we're comparing Mugen Train versus Zero.
Mugen Train can go fucking hop off a cliff. Okay.
So I liked the fact that this movie had a lot of horror elements. It was very dark.
The curse has always been creepy.
Yes, but did you notice the silence in many of the scenes where there was almost no music at all? It was, if they weren't speaking, it was just the image of what they were showing you.
And I think that's the part I enjoyed, and being out in the public actually watching it. Still,
the movie theater was mostly full that we went to go see it. And I don't think any other movie in that movie theater had that many people.
I was shocked that the amount of people that were there.
We're supposed to be reviewing the movie.
Sorry, now
our experience about getting out of the house and going to the movie theater.
Because like you said, you had cram loads of cameos, you got some backstory,
and they were all great, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, I was like, okay, I haven't seen them or them or them.
The Kyoto
they're
team,
all in there.
They're all there. our Tokyo team was all there, and which I liked. You know, obviously my love of Panda Senpai. I think he was represented well. You actually saw him. What we waited for in season 1 to finally see him in action.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled this real quick out nonstop, which I was.
When
I'm done this, I'm going to find blue little mitten things for my fingers because I think that whole team and
Maki was probably one of my favorite.
You got more about her,
Yeah.
and you felt more connected with her. She's trying her best just to. I was hoping she could kill her family after she said, you know, I'm going to go back and be a level
Maybe
1.
seasons 3, 4, something
Yeah,
like
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
They all go back and just rip them to pieces.
I am very much looking forward to seeing where now they take, because from what I'm gathering, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero was the first story of Jujutsu Kaisen, and that it influenced the actual creation of the show.
So they've been existing.
Yeah.
This was already, it's like, this is the team we met in season 1. This was their starting.
Mm-hmm.
This was their first year.
And I like that. It was like they were at the same level as Megumi and Yuji.
Yep. When we met him. And then
when we
she's
met
beating, Maki's whipping Yuji's ass.
Yep. Oh,
The
you
same
mean
way
Yes.
she did Yuta.
Yeah.
It's because they're similar, you know.
That's why
he has a curse in him, and so does Yuji.
So you can definitely watch this movie without seeing season 1.
I would say watch it and then watch season 1. You'll have a better understanding.
Yeah, you probably would.
Since you have both options, do it.
There's no penalty for you watching season 1 first either.
Nope. You get,
because
you would feel like we did.
Yeah, exactly. There were so many like
everything was great.
Nods to the fan base that is just
I didn't even know I was a fan.
For once, there's an anime movie that is actual canon. A lot of the times, even like Dragon Ball movies that are very popular, they're canon, but sometimes
that live action
they're on the fringe. No, that's Dragon Ball Evolution, one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh, sorry, not canon, not canon.
No, that was... If there was ever a definition of what is considered not canon in IP, Dragon Ball Evolution is like king among them. But getting back to the movie, I was just very much impressed with getting to know not only more of our protagonists, but Geto was very interesting in this movie. You got into like his ideology.
He was coming from the right place, I think.
What he thinks about society as a whole, and monkeys.
That's what he calls.
And we'll just leave it at monkeys.
People or non-sorcerers, like cursed people. Which he was coming from a good spot.
Enjoyed this movie, and I'm with you. I think it was better than Mugen Train because I was invested from the second they introduced Yuta, and I wanted to know where Rika came from, how she got cursed.
Yep.
And
I knew nothing of this whole thing.
You went in completely blind.
So I saw
he was asking
the poster essentially
when he got there, like, are we gonna see any of all the characters that we know? And I knew at least from the trailers that I've watched that I knew everyone was in it, besides Yuji, of course.
Oh, so in the trailers you saw like Toto and Mekamaru and...
No, I don't think you saw Toto, Mekamaru...
And the little witch girl, I don't know what
we didn't see any of them.
Okay, that's good,
because Mai was in...
They were all there.
Yeah,
the whole team.
Yeah.
Even the main dude that you hate. And, you know, I just want to say this because this is... We're dancing around these things, not doing spoilers. I think we have a good shot to come back and do it just a spoiler one.
Yeah, like a discussion.
So we can just fan it out.
But I almost need to watch it again because there was so much crammed into this movie.
And I thought it was kind of slow
and if
in the beginning.
Don't pay attention, you're going to miss very key things that they introduced in season 1 that if you're just paying attention to all the fight scenes and it's going really quick, you're going to miss very important details.
Oh, and I would like to ask him what it is, but you guys will have to come back for our discussion for us to find out what that is because we left the theater, came right here, didn't talk about a thing, and now
no words.
We're like just holding our tongue still, like we're toge, and I don't even.
Simon.
I just don't know what to say because I want you guys to experience it without this, but we will do a discussion, and I think this movie hits every level of, you know, being my first anime I've ever seen in a theater. I've watched other movies, obviously, like we mentioned, Mugen Train. You know, this...
It's above Rise Head, by the way, if you want to watch that review. What it does is it really excites me for season 2, because if Jujutsu Kaisen can do what Demon Slayer did, we keep talking about Demon Slayer because they're the top 2 right now, I think.
Oh, I think for
shonen anime right now, it's those 2, whatever level you want to rank them above one another. But if season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen does what season 2 of Demon Slayer did, we are going to be in for a hell of a treat. in like 12 months.
But which is fine because you will rewatch that movie. I might even reconsider season 1 again to watch it now that we're freshened up. Because
just for the context.
You see like Nonaman's in this and the people he calls in. Like one clip of him going through it, he's taking his tie off, and I looked over at Ryan and said, "It's overtime." He's off the clock, he's still got to whip ass because we saw in season 1 that the two schools were battling each other and looking to kill each other, but you saw them they're on the same
that
team.
School festival was definitely for fun.
Yeah,
and this was them doing their whole job together, where it was like, hey
guys,
no cute shit.
We got this to take care of.
Because we were in the movie theater, I was paying particular attention to the sound and the music, and like I said, there were a lot of quiet scenes that really sold the horror element of the movie, and I really appreciate
and pulled you in with the emotion with Yuta.
Yes,
and with his curse, with his friends.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, this is about to get real.
And this is the best part: it's a conclusion to a story. It wraps up completely.
Yep.
By the end of it, you start, there's a middle, and there's an end. But yeah, let's go into Layman's review.
Real quick.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I think this was literally the best anime thing I've watched thus far.
My God. Okay, so sell me on an S.
Okay, so on top, so we're going to start with the story. Okay. It gave you that start and finish story that you need in a movie. It answered countless questions. The animation was fantastic. Things that every character you wanted to see was in it. In that hour and 40 minutes and some change, we learned to love Yuta and the team. We learned to like Panda, Maki even more. Gojo was explained and broadened upon. And
he still really hates the uppers too.
That was so he's hated them forever.
Share some ideology.
Absolutely, but I think about how you're doing it's the key.
Yes, and there's the devil's in the details for sure.
You get a lot of questions in the beginning. I even said the movie was moving slow in the beginning.
It almost had to, right? To introduce the new character. Yeah.
We had to get the backstory of our main character. We had to get the backstory of where the curse comes from.
Yep.
And they sprinkled that in. It wasn't like jammed in. Visually, it was beautiful.
It really was.
Emotionally, it got you in that it's a movie. Yes, we have to grade this different than a full, flat-out, flushed-out season.
I think I gave it an A because I wasn't trying to fanboy out too much. But I can't. I don't disagree with anything.
If you watch this and not season 1, would you want to watch more?
Oh yeah, I'd go right into season 1.
Oh right,
absolutely.
And so this movie satisfies existing fans and potential ones.
Yeah.
And I think everything about it, even it was a lot, but it answered to all these questions that we had.
I also had the con of in the beginning it was a little slow, but is it a con?
No, because
the movie deserves
like,
some time to be like. Yeah. So just so you know, this is what we're doing. They didn't do too many exposition dumps. I thought
they kept it with our type 5.
Yeah.
With side characters.
I thought it had a potential to over-explain some of the mechanics that we knew. So those new
not
viewers,
watered down
but it
at
kept
all.
going. It kept moving. It was like, here's a little bit of information. Oh, by the way, we're gonna keep going now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna put it in an S because I don't know what else to
Tell
say.
me what's better
about it. It's definitely the best movie we have on
100%.
Our board right now. So.
I was trying to compare it with, because I think Demon Slayer Season 2 was great.
Yeah. Oh wait, it was definitely better than great.
Right, so you're comparing a 20-episode season.
I mean, we put Season 2, Demon Slayer in S.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I personally put it above JUJUTSU Kaisen.
Yeah, I know.
But now you step back and compare Season 1 to Season 1, JUJUTSU Kaisen wins.
That's true.
Then you compare movie to movie, okay, JUJUTSU Kaisen wins. Now, wait for Season 2 to come stomp on Season 2 of Demon Slayer. I hate to say that. I hate it. But as you said,
keep up with this consistent storytelling and this layer of emotion and depth, and I like the horror element.
And I think it is a horror more than
Demon Slayer.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is an anime for adults.
And so far we're just batting out of the park. I think. Yeah, you still put Vinland Saga there above JUJUTSU Kaisen.
But honestly, look, when we rank S's,
remember we're gonna slice up S tier at one point because S tier will have its own tiers. Yeah, but we're
gonna rank it like black belts, degrees.
Yeah, we have to because I think we're running into this thing, and for money spent on this movie, and I'm saying I'd willingly pay it again, and I'm a cheap bastard. It's just great. I don't know
I'm
what.
glad you enjoyed it. I
Yeah.
was wondering when I was watching, I was just trying to like analyze. I was like, okay, what are you going to say about this? And I knew you were going to say this about the beginning because I knew I was going
Yeah.
to say it, and
I was
we'd be on the
waiting.
same page. I was just not sure if you were going to be sold on Rika and Yuta's connection.
Loved it.
And like how he was timid in the beginning because you tend to like give like
Every question I had, they answered.
Yeah, that's true. That's the good thing about
Literally, the only thing I didn't understand was the hospital because I don't know why they were there as children.
That's true. Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter. Like,
Yeah, it's just you don't
they
really
were
need
there.
to know to add any context.
No.
In it. That necessarily didn't need to be a
it
question.
didn't make
answered.
or break or even
Yeah.
affect the story one bit. But as you know, it took another person to explain it to me. Cool. Okay.
So, guys, that was Jujutsu Kaisen Zero. We're gonna give it an S because it deserves it.
It does.
It's a great anime movie. If you haven't seen season 1, watch the movie. If you've seen season 1, watch the movie. You're going to be entertained regardless, and season 2 should come tomorrow.
I'm good. Maybe they're lying. Maybe it'll come out before
I'm
2023.
hoping. But guys,
Maybe
as
it'll be
always,
Christmas.
if you like what we're doing around here, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.